Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reading a book to you called The Cool Bean. This book is by Jory John and P. Oswald. And apparently from the #1 Times New York best-selling team. So like, you know, the bad seed or the couch potato. Yeah, like that. Now sometimes if you understand this, does it sometimes confuse you that every single book in the world says New York's best seller, New York's #1 seller? Actually, I'm going to show you an example of it right now. Like, okay, so I just had to cut the video real quick to get this book. So this says from the #1 New York Times best-selling team. And then this is the book that I like. I actually read it the other day. It's Heroes, and it's the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Refuge and 2 Degrees. So I actually might make a series where I read this. So soon, keep in tune for that. I put that book up. Now, let's start the book. So if you don't know what this book is going to be about, then it's just about a bean and how you should just be yourself and you could become cool. So kids, if you are listening to this, I know I'm only in 5th grade, but be yourself, okay? Because people can judge you even though if you be yourself. Because like, I'm one of those weird kids. My mom doesn't really let me watch TV a lot. She doesn't really let me use social media or have my own phone. But she's letting me make these videos for you guys so you guys can learn that it's okay to just be yourself. Okay, because whenever I was in 4th grade, well, I'm homeschooled now, whenever I got dropped off to school, my brother said, "I love you, Bubba," and I said, I don't know, and I didn't ignore him. I wanted to ignore him, but I said, "I love you too" back. And guess what? I was still a cool kid, just like this book, actually. I'm really smart. I'm homeschooled. So, I'm just letting you guys know that before we start this book up. Just be yourself, okay? And I'm reading these books to encourage you to read. Because reading, since I don't have anything to do, I don't have a TV. My TV's up in the attic. I just put it up yesterday. I read so many books. I read a 300-page book in one day one time. Yeah. So I'm going to go get a cup of water. And then I'll be back, okay? Be ready for the cool bean. I'm so sorry about the wait. So I know if your teachers are like, I'm not trying to be rude, trying to let your kids listen to this book for like story time. I know, like, you have to get through this and everything and find a new video, but that's like a good lesson to them. So whenever they get older, yeah. So at the end of this video, I'm going to announce some of the videos that are coming up about today or tomorrow. Yeah, so actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, here we go. The Cool Bean by Jory John and P. Oswald. Oh, and by the way, if I pronounce my words wrong, then just try to think what I say, because sometimes I have a speech disorder, so I don't even know if that's a thing, but like, just my speech is not good. So, The Cool Bean. Watch out! Here come the cool beans. The cool beans. yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses? Yow! The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across the town, beyond the country lines. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. Oh, they were so cool. One of them could play the guitar. Cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever know. Cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. I slicked my hair back. I strutted around. I swaggered. I just went back. I forgot to show you this one. The last page. I'm so sorry. And this is the swagger one. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete. So, I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans and the beans like me. The days all blended together. I lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. I mean, sure, I missed them a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all the coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship, and that's how it went until one day. No, pause for a second. Whenever you hear movies or books that say 1 day later, 1 hour later, I don't know, I just felt the need to say that. Like, is that kind of weird? Just 1 hour later. Like SpongeBob, 1 hour later. I was in the cafeteria. I brought my lunch on my loafers. But then something sort of, I can't pronounce that word, I'm so sorry. Miraculous happened. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out on the playground. I tripped and scraped my knee. I maybe cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then, everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. Okay, so if you small kids that listen to this, a has-been, so your teachers don't have to work harder and tell you, is like, crap, they got me. I'm just a has-been. I'm just, yeah. It's just he just got. He just got. Hey teachers, I'm sorry if your kids don't understand this. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. I'll just throw this out there. Are they eating beans on top of their spaghetti whenever they are beans? Wait, and also can you guess what kind of beans they are? That's 5 seconds. Boop, 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 boop. Pinto beans! Pinto beans too. I know my beans. I eat beans almost every day. My mom, she's a bean addict. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence has continued to grow. Somebody had my back. Or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Dad joke. No, bean joke. Sorry. Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. But, sorry. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. The end. Hope you guys like that book. If you have any complaints, just put it inside the comments and I might be able to fix that. And pretty much that's it. Look out for cooking videos that might come out soon, and sorry, okay. And I'm gonna announce something in that video too. Sorry, I'm just gonna do something with my eyes. Sorry. I'm gonna get better at this. So I am going to start a YouTube channel at my dad's house. we actually got more advanced stuff than this, and I'm literally using a Chromebook right now. I don't know if you can see the pad right here.